Hey Gorgies, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in a while and I apologize for that, but I'm here and back and ready to film. But this time around I wanted to make a video on how being ambitious is so much better than sticking to the rules. There was a quote that I'm not going to reference it right, but I just want to explain it, and it'll probably be my title of the video. But if you think about it, people that are ambitious don't follow the rules. Why? If you think about it this way, rules were made by people, humans. And what are we known for? Making mistakes. So technically, by following the rules, you are literally making mistakes. I just feel like, okay, I did well in high school. I participated, but why did I do that? Because I followed the rules. I listened to what other people did. I followed what other people did to get to where I am, which is great. And that's where it should start off. But I wanted to kind of break this down into my personal story and how I found things that I'm passionate about. I'm ambitious in so many things, and it's not I didn't realize this until we did this assignment in my leadership class when I was back in high school. But we're describing characteristics of our classmates, and a lot of the characteristics that people were describing about me were ambitious and drive and motivated. And I was like, okay, I mean, I see it in myself, but I never had people tell me. And I was part of so many things, but I didn't know why I wanted to be and what motivated me to do it. The core reason was because I wanted to get into university. But then when I got into university, it didn't really matter. No matter how ambitious I was, it didn't give me an advantage because I didn't develop a skill set in anything super niche. What I did develop was a drive and an ambition, which is great. I think that's what really pushed me into getting into university, because being part of so many clubs and teams, every single club and team I tried out for the first time, almost every single one. And I just did it because I was literally why not? And that's the main perspective on why I think I got so many opportunities. I wanted to put that out first because right now I'm in a different mindset where, yes, being ambitious is very important, but I have to be very niche in a way. But let me just break down why I think being ambitious was really good in the beginning. So I'm gonna start off in elementary school in grade 5. I think I've mentioned this in the last video, but I was barely passing it. And now as a honor roll student, I'm very proud. I don't care about being an honor roll. It's more about recovering from that, because I feel like a lot of people will drop out of uni or drop out of high school or not continue path because it's difficult. But because I knew there was more on the line, because I wanted to make my parents proud. I'm from an immigrant family, so I'm the first one in my house family to be getting into university. And so they really prioritized for me to do well in high school. And elementary school was so hard because my parents don't speak English, and so I didn't really care to learn English in grade 1, 2, and 3 and stuff. I just cared about fitting in and making sure I had friends, which was normal at the time. How old was I? Probably I don't know, probably 10, 12, grade 6, right? Not that old. So it wasn't something unique about me, oh, I want to fit in. But I knew at the time, because I was in ESL, I'm not sure other curriculum, it's just a Canadian thing, or I guess an Ontario thing. But it was so hard for me to figure out why I wanted to continue education. But after, there was this one interview where my parents, or my mom specifically, came in, and she did the interview, and my ESL teacher was Lisa's not doing good, blah 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 blah. And I was really sad too. I didn't expect that to be that bad. But there was a really high chance of me not passing grade 5. And after that moment, I really had to shift everything, because after that my mom was a bit emotional, and she didn't ever, it's not, sometimes motivation is not about hard drive and pushing through the hard times. It's just not wanting to be stuck in the same spot. I didn't want to be uncomfortable, not being able to read and write like simple sentences, and I couldn't even read signs at the time. Like, you know, my mom would ask me like, hey, what's the street name of this street? I would know. And honestly, it was a really dark time, but I think from that moment on, I was like, I'm not going to be in the same place, and I can't be in the same position like this for the rest of my life. Like, I need to understand what I'm doing. And so from that moment, I started like participating. And I was like, I have, you know, like everyone always says like you have to be in a dark spot. Not have to, but like something traumatic is, I think, really important, because there's like 2 stages where it was like very traumatic for me. And that's when I just, grade 6, I started trying out. I tried out for volleyball for the first time, and I know, first is basketball, and I made it to the teams. And I was really proud and excited. I was, you know what, honestly, all the time I actually got to play was like probably like the final game for basketball was like 2 minutes. I was benched the whole time. I know that sounds so bad, but like at the time, that was really, honestly, that was a dream. I don't have any athletes, like I'm not an athlete, like no genes, no genetics, nothing. I'm not an athlete. But from that moment, something just like sparked, because okay, you have nothing to lose. You really have nothing to lose anymore. You can literally do anything and it won't matter. Because I lost so much, not like, oh my god, I lost a family member, I lost money. It's just I lost hope. Like being at like the top bottom of the class, and there's, okay, at this point, like what am I gonna recover? I just want to see what the most I can do with this. Like, is there any way I can actually start learning how to learn? Start learning how to read, write. And like just that moment of like, okay, I don't even care about my reputation and like what standard I have to live up by to like be recognized by the people, my peers, right? Literally what, a bunch of grade 5 kids. But like after that moment, like, okay, like let's see what you can actually do. I started doing work, and like, yeah, there's so many study techniques you can go by and like learn and like be productive, but sometimes the hardest cold truth is just to do it. Like you just have to sit down and start. Okay, like yes, I have a study plan, but honestly, the best study plans I've ever gone through, and even in university right now, the first semester was so bad. My lowest grade, my first grade, my test, because I was like, oh my god, high school is so easy. 16%. That was traumatic. Oh my god, very traumatic. But I just want to reference that because like, and right now, like my lowest grade, we're not gonna talk about, my highest grade is like in the 80s, and they're pretty hard classes, like psych and accounting. So I just want to show like there's hope. You're not gonna ever be stuck in a rut unless you put yourself in that position. There's so many circumstances where, okay, yes, like you can't control the situation, but in both of these circumstances where I was not about to pass grade 5, and not because it's not about like, okay, I was in ESL and I couldn't pass. My grades were like at D levels, like nothing was good. My math was bad, and it was just like, it was really, really, really bad. My teacher literally told my parents like, this is a separate interview, like I think it was like a midterm or something like that. But like if Lisa doesn't keep up, she might have to stay back a grade, and I was so scared. Yes, I was scared because other people would make fun of me, but in general, being scared because that's not something you want to be striving towards, right? Failing a grade. And grade 5 is not supposed to be designed to be hard. It's supposed to be designed so you can learn and grow from, right? So yeah, from that moment, I was like, I cannot live like this. And for grade 6, everything, like I tried out for basketball and everything, it was just so much better. And from that moment on, I had a drive in me, like I wanted to be president, or like not like the president of Canada, but like, you know, be part of like the school like clubs and stuff. I never wanted to ever do that before, but just like not wanting to be in the same position really pushed me. And so that's my core reason to why I know I'm ambitious. But I think that without getting, like, if I was probably always smooth sailing, like, okay, B, and like, I never had to like prove myself that, okay, I actually have to do better, or because I was so bad. If it was like kind of linear, it would have been okay. I think I would have gone to like a pretty non-competitive program. And honestly, my program is not competitive, but the way that I framed it, like, I can show you, I'll insert a list of like all the clubs I was in, or like videos of stuff I was in. And I'm not trying to brag. Like, I don't even, like, right now, if I were to go back, I would never change a thing. Like, I was the arts council executive. I was part of my athletic council, basketball team, volleyball team. We had a cheerleading team that I ran. Like, I made the club or team or whatever. I can list, I'll just show you stuff that you can do. All these things I did because I just tried it out. I was like, okay, wait, this is a cool opportunity. I got made fun of for being in debate club, and I do not care. Okay, debate club is cool. I don't care. Because my teacher made fun of me for that. Still hold grudges. But I just want you to be able to know that you are not your limit. You need to just strive for the unknown. Because you know what? Like, okay, I can follow the rules and be like part of a few clubs, get good grades, and get to university. But I wanted to do something else. I wanted to see what opportunities were presented to me. Like, okay, my parents don't do any sports. Why can't I? I want to try, at least try once. At least try for the team. Okay, no hate for the soccer people, but the reason I don't like soccer is because it's one of my negatives. I cannot kick, and I cannot run straight, and I cannot my feet just don't listen to my brain. So I hated soccer as a kid, and just because I didn't block a goalie once, it's just really traumatic. Long story. This year, I tried out for the soccer team, and mind you, I suck at soccer, right? Didn't make the team, but somehow, because my idea is like, whenever I have an opportunity presented, don't waste your time, utilize it. Soccer, there's so many perspectives in it, or like techniques in it, where you can use it in volleyball. You have to be in a athletic stance. You always have to be open, and the way that your feet can control the ball is so unique. I have lots of appreciation for it, but I didn't make the team. But like 2 weeks later, they emailed me, and it was kind of like a reference type of letter email thing, like, hey, if you want to come join for practices, then you're welcome to, which basically just means I didn't make the team, but it's kind of like a practice team kind of thing. Personally, I only went because I wanted to prove to myself, because at that time it was the peak of when I was getting like, I failed a class, and I was starting my second semester. It was just like, yes, it was motivating, but it was like, okay, you did really bad, but you have to do better. Let's see what other ways you can push yourself. When this was one of them. And I didn't enjoy playing soccer, but I really enjoyed learning. And I think that when I was at the practice, I was really observing, asking a lot of questions, and like fully showing that I was putting effort into the sport that I wasn't aware of. Like, I didn't know how to kick, but I knew how to run, and I knew how to block. I knew how to like be very defensive, and I use that to my advantage. Use whatever you can to your advantage. In high school, I really liked arts. I don't know if I have anything artsy I can show you. This is my sister's painting, so I can't show you that, but I'll insert some pictures of things I made here, because I took 2 art classes. But my original plan, honestly, was to get into fashion school, but right now I'm in business school, technically. I have a love for fashion design, fashion culture, and the form of expression. I just love dressing for the occasion, regardless of whatever it is. And right now I'm in business school because I thought that, yes, I like design, and I don't know, like, I think I have a good eye for like aesthetics, but I'm not a particularly good designer. I like referencing things. Like, I can like replicate things really well with my drawing. I'm a painter, and I also like design, like clothing design, and what else? Oh, like I like sculpting. I love just hands-on work. But I don't know, just I feel like fashion school kind of restricted me, and that's just my own perspective. But I'm interested in fashion, business. I'm in business management, to be more specific, and I love law, and I love psychology. I'm in love with those 4 things, and I couldn't pick one, but that's okay. I've learned to accept that. I thought, okay, like in business school, what I lack the most is, I feel like, business, sales, and like marketing. But you know what? Like, I'm never gonna be able to stop my desires to learn. You do not ever stop. You know, the second you stop is when your mind is closed. you think that your ideas are only right and that nothing else, you can't do any more learning because you know everything. I cannot, no matter how much clubs and stuff and teams I made it to, yes, I have an ego. Everyone does. But I really, really made sure I didn't let that determine who I was, because I knew that without these things, I can still be Lisa. I could still have the drive. And like, how can you sell yourself to someone that doesn't know you? Like, okay, who's gonna care that you are the president of Arts Council? No one cares. But because you know the knowledge on how to run a club, you have more, I don't know how other words to say ambition, but you know the right way to interact with these people. Strive for experiences instead of titles. That's so much better. Like, I wanted to make sure, like, I don't know why it was so important to me that I wanted to go to a specifically BBA program, not a commerce. Do I know the difference? No, but it sounded more prestigious, and I wanted to make sure that was the thing I was looking for. I don't regret my decisions, because if you are stuck in this same mindset, like, oh my god, I wish I did this and this, how are you gonna grow? You need to let it go and see what you can do now. Like with my degree that I'm working towards, okay, what is the most I can absorb out of this situation? I'm so happy. There's this like fashion designing competition, not a competition, like show. I'm participating in it as a business major. Does it matter? No, it's the experience that counts. I want to be able to learn how to do a fashion show. It doesn't matter if I have good designs or bad designs. Being part of it is the best part. You need to just strive for experiences. But then this is what the main topic I wanted to talk about for ambition. Like, the thing about me was I did so many different things. Like, I did business, I did DECA, HOSA. Like, those who are kind of like the competitions for like HOSA is like science and like DECA is business, which isn't bad, but I just couldn't pick a specific club I wanted to do. I bet like if I wanted to do like one club or 2 to 3 clubs for the whole semester, whole year, it would have been like I'm president of everything. But I didn't care at the time to like be president, because I just wanted to be part of everything. Perfect. I think the first stage, like, I'm not saying I won't stop being ambitious, because I'm not at that stage where I can be 100% where I want to niche to a product or a service. But you always have to know your limits and what aligns with you, because there are some clubs where I was like, okay, maybe I didn't need to be part of that, like HOSA. I like psychology, which is more of a, I think it's a soft science. Just correct me if I'm wrong, I don't mind. But it was more of a hard science, where it was like chemistry or like biology, and I don't think that much physics, but more that side, where yes, I was okay at it, like I did okay in biology, but it wasn't where I was strong or passionate about. Whereas in DECA, where I could have done a lot better, I was focused more on like, it was like a 3-day trip. I was more focused on the experience than actually doing well. But my whole point of this is being able to niche down into a singular thing you want to, okay, if you want to focus on school, that's fine. Like, I think that's perfect. But like for me, I want to focus on school and make some money on the side without having to work for someone, because I hate being restricted to having to do commands, and which is fine. Like, I get it. Like, first, I feel like for everyone, you always should start off, if you can, start off with a like retail fast food chain, anything like that, because it gives you an idea of generally what is expected of you. Because I'm actually quite slow as a salesperson on the floor, but I don't find the need to change that much, just because I want to focus more on customer care, and I want to learn how to sell to customers. And at the place I work at a retail store, they focus a lot more on like trying to sell more clothes, not like customer service. And yes, I get lazy, like I don't want to go get clothes from the fitting room on the floor, but that's what I should focus on, because I want to focus more on people, communication. That's why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. But find your niche. I really, right now, okay, I have a startup company, brand, not company, I guess, called Street Dreams. It's my brand, and my sister and I were wanting to sell vintage clothes specifically, and right now we're just selling our old clothes because I need to clear it out. I want to bring a really exciting part too, why I'm mentioning this. But also I want to do something creative, so I made like bracelets like this, and then like, oh, Oh, okay, perfect. This, and like these are all handmade, not the bag, but the charms. But just leading into one path because I wanted to do a nail business, girl. I wanted to do like what, I don't know, consulting, I think. What else did I don't know, just so many things. I'll literally list or show pictures of some of the things I wanted to start. It's good to do in the beginning, but like it's been 3 years of me trying to do Depop properly. Progress, yes, but like revenue, not too much, because not focused. And like I'll have like a day of the week and I'll like post 3 pictures and then I'll call that a day. Yes, I'll get sales because of consistency, but they weren't good. They were really bad, and the clothes is just not something I'm really proud of. But I also want to put into a perspective where, okay, yes, you started something, but I learned from Alex that I really need to niche on one product or one service or something I really want to focus on and continue to do that for a long extended period of time. Because after I've tried out so many things, I know what I want to do. I want to make clothes, do fashion, spread a word. And it doesn't have to be clothes in general, but just make or utilize products that genuinely make the person wearing the clothes confident. Not like a cocky confident, like a confident where it cannot be replaced by other people. You know, this shirt is so basic. Like, I just want to show you guys. I'm literally gonna stand up, but this shirt is so basic. But the reason I love it, and also there's a tie in the back, right? The reason it's perfect for me is because I have dark pits. When I do this, no one will see it, and all they'll see, like if I'm like this, then yeah, like this, no one's gonna see it. I have decent collarbone, and I have like small tits. This ruffle thing makes my tits look good. My boobs, I should say tits. And the back tying thing makes my waist cinched, okay? Well, let me stand so you can see it. Like here. See? Even if I'm bloated, no one can tell. No one can tell. But what I just want to do is like learn how to make clothes that genuinely make the person wearing it know they are the it girl, okay? And oh my god, it's been 20 minutes. I'm sorry for making such a long video, but I'm not gonna edit. For the past 2 videos, I was editing, but this one, I just want to show it fully with no cuts, no nothing, because I just want to pour my heart out, because I feel like I've been stuck in this rut of trying to pick a niche, where like, honestly, I am the niche, like me. Build your character. Oh my god, I can like honestly go on about this, but I have to start somewhere. I need to learn about clothes, because yeah, I don't even know what fabric this is made out of or like type of sewing. I want to start with like learning what makes me excited, right? What makes me proud. Oopsie guys, I didn't know that there was like a little like fuzzy thing down there. It was my pencil case. But yeah, I got interrupted. My parents came in my room. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, kind of clothes making thingy. What is it called? Lost my train of thought. But yeah, I want to start like consistently learning about clothes. What's the easiest way? I've been trying to start something. Depop. I want to declutter my closet and then go thrifting for pieces that I love and study it. Maybe what's it called? Upcycling the piece, making it fit beautifully to myself or to a specific runway style that I've been liking. I want to also link, Emma Chamberlain showed me a beautiful app that shows like past pieces of runway, and so you can look at it if you want. I'll just insert the thingy here so you can see it. But like instead of scrolling my phone, because my last episode I was talking about addictions kind of, and this time I've been scrolling so much more on the app, and it's so helpful. I'm able to save designs I like, and I'm just so excited to learn more. But like this, do you see this? It's so basic, but I love lotus flowers. Do you see that? Can you see it even? Am I pointing it the right way? I don't know if it's lotus or lily, but I just love green and pink together. I never like cared so much, but like also look, like my tree, oh my god, sorry, it's okay, maybe it's blue too, but I like blue because it's like water. But like, and my room is green, my pillowcase is green. I love those 2 colors together, and I should embrace it, you know, like just do things I enjoy. So Street Dreams for me is an area for me to explore so that I can make my clothing brand, but it's also a place where I can utilize myself. Like, okay, I'm gonna go shopping or I'm gonna sell my old clothes. Actually give a second chance for the clothing. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is more specifically my mom, like she lived in poverty, and like I don't want to go too deep because it's not what I want to focus this video on, but I want to be able to really make clothes that not only fits beautifully but also is very sustainable. And I'm not the type of person to be like, you know, green everything, but like really think about the real perspective of this. Like the people that are making these fast fashion clothing are like, if you're not aware, like the situation at Bangladesh, like the whole factory fell down because of the amount of people making these clothes, and the chemicals are so disgusting. But like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I think it's not about the issue of like not buying fast fashion. I think it's more important like learning about it. The chemicals, like the lead is disgusting. The amount of clothes that we consume, like wear without washing it, there's so much lead in it, and lead is the one thing that is making you dumb. Just saying, just pointing it out there. So when you buy cheap clothes, you're just becoming dumb. Literally, your brain is getting fried because the amount of lead in there is not normal. Anyways, I don't want to, that could be a whole other topic if you guys are interested, but just really being careful with all that. Yeah, and I just wanted to say this because I really am passionate about the ethics of fast fashion, and that's why I'm not sure but also kind of sure that I want to study law, and so I can hopefully eliminate the crisis of fast fashion as a whole. Not because it is a bad industry, it's helping a lot of people, but I want to first, what can I actually control? Like the consumption. If I can provide cute clothes for people, even in my neighborhood or in my community first, and then I can go worldwide, that would be my biggest dream. And so without learning, like there was a fashion competition at my school, my high school, and that was a great start. Like, okay, wait, I kind of want to like do designing. And the very first, I mentioned the story because I wanted to study business, and I'm studying business, but my business teacher at the time, my grade 10 business teacher, he showed me the video from Bangladesh and how the factory fell down and like thousands of people died. I was online, but I was crying. I don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe I associate it with like the conditions where my mom used to work and stuff, and like I resonated with it, but then I also didn't know I liked fashion so much. Like, it really gave me an idea, okay, wait, maybe there's more to this world than just business. Like, and then I started diverging my ideas into psychology. Psychology saved me in a way because I only dressed the way other people dressed in high school, or more so like in middle school. High school, I started like differentiating myself with other people. Like, okay, I did not dress the same. Sorry to no hate, but I used to wear like roots pants and like it's like soccer, like the Adidas soccer sweatpant type things. I stopped wearing that in high school. Oh my god, thank goodness. No hate. That's not like, okay, yeah, if you wear this, you don't fit, you fit in and whatever. But it's just, it wasn't me. That's the thing. Like, if you wear roots sweatpants and you wear it your own way and you make it cute, that's you. Like, I just did it because other people were wearing it, and I think that's where like I started to like, okay, like I was like learning how to like style pieces for my own style. Like, I have a small waist, or I made my waist small because I worked out, because I did not have a waist back then. Then I like to enhance that, but I don't have a butt and I don't have boobs. Wearing like leggings will not really suit my figure unless I'm going to the gym, right? But like that's why like I just like these four so much, and there's no one. If you're passionate about it, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's my biggest thing. Like, my parents are ambitious, but they're not multi-ambitious. Like, they're ambitious within their, I don't think ambitious is the right word, just like curious, I guess. They're ambitious, but they're not curious about other things. They like sticking to their own ideas, and that's really hard for me because I love hearing people's perspective. Like, I can't just listen to my mom's idea and then my dad will say something completely different. And if I don't care, that's my own bad. Like, you need to hear everyone's perspective. You need to understand everyone's story. And when you have that idea, you develop your own. You do not want to just feed into the crowd. I'm not using these terms right. Develop your own ideas and then focus. Yes, be ambitious, but be ambitious within, or be curious within that subgroup. If you, once you focus, I literally noticed this. Once I focus on fashion alone, like, oh my god, so much details, but I went to so many castings, and only the past month I've gone to castings. I made it to, like, oh, because I'm trying to model too. See, too many already. Only the past like month I got accepted to 2 castings. The reason is I focused on dieting and working out for this month. Have your own focuses. My business, I want to do long term, so I want to develop it slowly, still advertise it, but really make it a full message. Because I'll show you like some of the jewelry I made before right here. It was just for profit wise. This time I want to make a whole aesthetic. This, yes, you'll see it around, but you'll never see one exactly like this because I made it with detail and with ideas from my heart, right? Like, you can see the green, the pink, the pearls I like, and even the specific pearl, this one, I put after. It's not like super unique, but I just want to be able to develop a product that, like, the person wearing it feels the elegance, the effort, and the time I put into each product. And so, leaving this video, I want you to be able to think, first explore about on anything that you like. Make sure that you actually like it, because I thought that I liked chemistry a lot, but I hate it. No hate. Actually, I don't like it because I couldn't do it. And I was like, okay, but maybe it's another factor. It's because I just genuinely didn't like it. I love the idea of like finding different chemicals. And if you think about it, everything connects to fashion for me because I like it, right? But like there's the lead and the chemicals that come into clothing. I thought I would like it, but after taking a environment class, I don't love it as much. It's my second lowest grade. It's 70 something. Not to say that's a super low grade, it's just one of my lower grades. But just explore everything, and once you find it, find your niche, find what you're good at, and find what you like. I'm not here to say find your purpose in life, but I just want to be able to show you like that you can actually make something traumatic turn into ambition, turn into a niche, and turn into the person, a person that didn't let their failures make them who they are, and turn that around and made the best out of every single opportunity. Nothing that ever went bad for me actually was for the bad. It was always actually for the better. And when you're in that moment, you cannot, I don't think I ever like thought it was better for me. Like, failing was like, okay, who wants to fail? But honestly, that drive will make me push, and now I'm able to sustain prolonged periods of studying. I can study for 6 hours straight. Okay? And before, maybe an hour was too much. I needed a 10-minute break every like 30 minutes. And was that productive? No. But is 6 hours productive? No. But that's what the cost I had to, the opportunity cost, wait, no, that's too much economics. The cost I had to pay because I didn't study for the other course material. And so for my exam, I had to study like literally 6 hours a day. 6 hours straight, maybe 4 hours straight, but like just complete studying, because I had to do that. Because what did I do the other times? Not study. So now I can actually study productively, make videos, make the products I like, and still do good in school. I want to leave it at that because I know I yapped for too long, and I want to still be able to leave a positive message that whatever, even if you're struggling or you're not, you can still shift it all around because you're in control. You are the only person that can tell you what is right and wrong. But just make sure you experience everything first. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you stayed to this to the end. But I hope you have a wonderful day, that all your dreams come true, and that the next time you see a video from me come out, that you're just one step ahead. Just one step. Honestly, if you can get one step ahead, that's the best thing that can happen. Thank you so much for getting here. Bye bye. See you next time. Bye.